Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Dr. Pillai has said the foundation of all religions is love. It is his desire through the Religion of Religions YouTube channel to unite the many different branches of all religions by meeting in the spiritual realm, by meeting in the heart. We believe in the supreme divine power taking form in all gods and goddesses from every religion, and we celebrate their existence on planet Earth. The intention is to give an authentic experience of God, the experience of divine love, where there is no separation from each other. Right now, we are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my location in New Mexico, in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There's also a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are inviting the blessings of these light beings to flow into our lives and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I've drawn the chart in chalk on a blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. I also have a container of water, a lit tea light, a stick of incense, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals that I'm going to use during the puja. I start the puja with taking some of the water and sprinkling it on all four sides of the blackboard chart, sprinkling a few drops on top of my own head, and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that everyone is symbolically purified for the puja. Next, I start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask him to remove obstacles for everyone, now and always, and I thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Hatiar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the 9 planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. I thank St. Gnanasamudra for teaching this chant, and I'm grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we start by acknowledging the planets that are ruling various time elements in my area. We start with honoring the planet that's ruling the day. Today is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. Right now in my area, it's the 10th waxing moon, called Dasami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Om Dasami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the Hora, or the hour. In my local area, that's the moon. Again, I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Ayushman, which has energies that are well rooted. Ayushman, Ayushman, Ayushman. And the karana that's active right now is one called Garisha, which has energies of increased effort. Garisha, Garisha, Garisha. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. At the moment, we start with the ascendant sign, which is represented here with the letters AC. This today, the sign coming up on the eastern horizon, or the ascendant, is in the sign of Pisces, which is ruled by Jupiter. We honor Jupiter, the ruler of the ascendant sign, as a gesture for his importance at the moment. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. And we're going to invoke the various planets, starting in the ascendant sign. Today in Pisces is Neptune and Venus and Jupiter. I start with honoring Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhadrapada, a star that can give blessings toward enlightenment and towards charity and purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhadrapada star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we invoke Venus for being in Pisces. I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in the same star as Jupiter, so I'm going to honor Jupiter before I invoke this star. We invoke Jupiter for being in Pisces. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Venus and Jupiter are both in a star called Revati this morning. Revati is a star that can help with wealth and also with travel. We invoke the blessings of this star. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by a light being called Pushan. Pushan helps take care of the cows of the gods, a great responsibility, as in the agricultural culture, cows are a symbol of wealth. Pushan can also help us humans with things like pets. We honor Pushan and ask for his blessings and ask for all animals on this planet to be treated well. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most metaphysical and transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help us with our intuition and our ability to understand our own inner life. And Venus, planet of joy and happiness and love and the enjoyment of material plane comforts and the arts. And Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi, or sign with the planet in it, is Misha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and also Uranus. We honor Rahu, and I put the flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star with energies of speed and healing. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini's star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, young men who are twins and also have the heads of horses. These have great healing energies. They are said to be even the physicians of the gods themselves. We invoke their blessings for everyone. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini's star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Barney Star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamahe Namaha. Om Yamahe Namaha. Om Yamahe Namaha. Barney Star is ruled by Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on this, that the sign of Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today contains Rahu, a planet that helps us with new technologies, and Uranus, a planet that helps with success in life, higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it continuing in a clockwise direction from the ascendant is Vrishabha or Taurus, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Mrgashira, a star that gives us curiosity for being willing to experience new things. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon, in which he's a divine nectar of immortality, the Amrita. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Taurus, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and a great love of luxury and comforts. Today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mithuna or Gemini, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. The moon Ardra is ruled by Rudra, a form of Shiva that comes and destroys negativities. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a sign with a great range of energies, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, an archetype who rules the wind and the air element, so important for our ability to have breath. Vayu is also the father of Hanuman. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, and harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun, I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Mercury and Saturn and also the Sun. Mercury and Saturn are in the same star, so we will invoke both those planets before we honor the star. I start with Mercury. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor Saturn for being in Aquarius. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om, excuse me. Excuse me. Dr. Pillai says when we sneeze, the Kundalini is moving. So Saturn must be blessing us. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Today, Mercury and Saturn are both in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the sun for being in Aquarius. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Satyabhisha, a star that has energies for health and healing. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Om Satyabhishaye Namaha. Satyabhisha star is ruled by Rahu. This is a rare morning where we have all 3 stars that are ruled by Rahu having a planet in them. The moon is in Ardra star, ruled by Rahu. Ketu is in Swati star, ruled by Rahu. And the sun is in Satyabhisha star, ruled by Rahu. We honor Rahu right now for ruling Satyabhisha star. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, a zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs. Today containing Mercury, planet of communication, and also planet of business, and planet that helps with our sense of humor. And Saturn, planet of structure, patience, compassion. And the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle it above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the sweet fragrance of the incense and something honoring the air element. Now I take a bell for the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle that above the chart 3 times as well. Later in the day, I will eat that little raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now I make prayer hands and make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to bless all of us and also to send their blessings into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have love in their life. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I also pray for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. We have time right now for a short amount of Q&A. I see Evelyn saying, how do we know which yoga is active for the day? The yoga is something that you can see for yourself, Evelyn. If you go to www.astroved.com and you scroll down and you see the Panchang section and you click on the tab that says Chart of Now, you can see which is the yoga for the day. They'll have the yoga in Sanskrit, and then they'll also have a little English keyword for it. So that's where you can go find it every day. Van is asking, tonight Venus and Jupiter are kissing. They're very close at the moment. It's possible Venus is going to transit over it tonight. Venus and Jupiter are both teachers. Venus is a teacher more for the material plane. Jupiter is a teacher more for the spiritual dimension. Venus is exalted in Pisces and Jupiter rules Pisces. So they're both in a very good dignity at the moment. I don't know what you say about souls gathering for us. I don't understand that, and I don't know how to respond to that. I would just say that the Venus is going to be crossing over Jupiter probably tonight. Venus will probably still be in Revati tomorrow, but maybe on the other side of Jupiter. Jupiter is very slow moving, and Venus will be moving with greater speed. They're both very close this morning. I noticed that when I was looking at the chart. So because they're both in a good dignity, I just think it could be something that puts a bit more focus on spirituality, meditation. Venus is the planet of love, but the highest form of love is love of God. And this is why Venus is exalted in Pisces, the sign that's the most metaphysical, the most spiritual. So there's that, but good to notice that. Nina is saying, good day to think outside the box because of the 3 stars, planets in 3 stars ruled by Rahu. Some people may be focusing on something related to new technology, or you may be just needing to look at a fresh way of doing something with one of your projects. There may be shifts or changes coming for that. You may suddenly look at, maybe there's a different way to go about something that you've been doing the same way, maybe break up some patterns as a way to think outside the box. But this may be something that will be a little different for each of us. But I always like to notice that each of the planets of the 9 Vedic planets, each of them rule 3 stars. And I always like to notice it when there are planets in 3 stars that are ruled by the same planet, because that's a bit stronger influence of that planet than we might normally notice. Okay, good questions today. All right, I want to be respectful of your time. Welcome to the beginning of March. March is a month in which the wind blows in some locations. Where I grew up out in California, it was a time of wind. And these can be sometimes the winds of change. This can be a month where people can make radical, positive, transformational change. So use the winds of March for positive change this month, would be a suggestion. Evelyn says, I can see 2 yogas. So one ends on March 2nd and another ends on March 3rd. So we're in one right now. Evelyn, yes, the yogas are not attached to a 24-hour day. A yoga, let me talk about that one a little bit more tomorrow. I'll explain that one a bit more tomorrow. because I want to make sure that I have the definition of that clear in my own mind before I try to explain it to you. All right. It's a little bit, it's a calculation. It's a little bit complex. But yogas and karanas are part of the panchang, the 5 elements of time that we give some attention to. And when we say their names, it's helping positive energies to flow into us. All right, I will follow up with that question tomorrow, Evelyn, I promise. I'm going to go ahead and close the live stream for this morning. Again, thank you all for being here. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. I'll let the video play through. We appreciate it when you click the like button and subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste.